Tuesday night, Krug Show. Raj is in the house. It's halftime of Warrior Lakers. We got a lot to discuss. Niners, always the hot topic. The Texans are coming up next. This is going to be a hell of a game. Let's go. Rolling on the Krug Show Tuesday night style with Raj in the house. We always love talking ball with Raj. RSF 49ers czar, the man who owns Instagram, YouTube, the man who's there for you every week, every day, posting all your Niner news. And he's back with us on the Krug Show on a Tuesday night. Brought to you by Pig and a Pickle, the best barbecue in all of Northern California. Check them out. They're in Emeryville. They're in Corte Madera. They're open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. till 8 p.m. or until they run out. We're also brought to you by Sleeper. We'll tell you more about Sleeper. We'll do a Sleeper lineup. And we're brought to you by Habbas Law as well as Claudaddy Arcades and Sharp Corner Sports Cards and Collectibles. And we'll mention them all before we get out of here tonight. And thanks to all of you for being here on the Krug Show on a Tuesday, October the 21st. And let's get right into it, Raj. Jordan Schultz has the report that I think is kind of interesting. Developing from NFL insider Jordan Schultz. He says sources with the Dolphins sitting at 1-6. Teams around the league are keeping a close eye on their pass rushers ahead of the trade deadline, including Bradley Chubb, no guaranteed money after this season, Jaelan Phillips in the final year of his contract, and Matthew Judon, a surprise healthy inactive on Sunday. They got 3 pass rushers in a market that people want pass rushers. The Niners are one of them. That's an interesting story. And then in addition to that, he puts out there that the New York Jets – teams are keeping an eye on the Jets ahead of the trade deadline. Names being mentioned include Breece Hall, Quincy Williams, Jermaine Johnson II, Will McDonald IV, Michael Carter II, and Alan Lazard, among others, per sources. One source told Jordan Schultz there's an element of trying to figure out who Aaron Glenn's guys are and who aren't his guys. Remember when Detroit suddenly traded T.J. Hawkinson? A building block from the last regime is not going to be a guaranteed building block in this one. And this is, I've always said this, there aren't a lot of bargains in the NFL, but where you really get bargains is when you have new coaches or new general managers. They show zero loyalty to sometimes really good players on their team if they were from a previous regime. It's a weird thing. But teams do it all the time, and they give good players away. And I could cite probably countless examples if I cared to. What do you think? Jets, Dolphins, those are 2 teams that really are ripe with a lot of guys that can help the Niners, including Jermaine Johnson II, Will McDonald IV, and Michael Clemens. It's another defensive end. They got 3. So the Dolphins have 3 and the Jets have 3. Just looking at this from afar, I know everybody's talking Trey Hendrickson. Heck, the Cowboys are dreaming about Max Crosby. You saw that today.
Yeah, okay.
I kind of like the volume approach, and so I think the Niners ought to keep a real close eye. Which team's edge rushers would you prefer if you could get, or which team's players would you prefer if you could make a multiplayer ad, Jets or Dolphins?
Yeah, a couple of things here. First and foremost, thanks for having me on, Larry, real quick. Yeah. Shout out to Larry, big Larry Kruger. I go to the games all the time, and people are like, I see you with Larry every Tuesday. They're looking for it. So I'm glad Joe's bringing me on. People are like so happy that we're doing the show on Tuesday. So it's always good times. A little under the weather, but we're going to make it through. Flu game for me tonight. But also Max Crosby, everybody's dream. Cowboys, come on, get real. I would be dreaming for $1 million right now. It's not going to happen. So between those 2 teams, honestly, I would be cool with any one of them, right? You got Quincy Williams, Jermaine Johnson. I think it'd be easier to get the Jets players because of what you just said. The Niners have some ties to the Jets because of their old regime, Robert Saleh. And I think it would be, easier for him to plug those guys into his lineup. Now you can still get some stars from Miami, but if they're going to really get rid of some of those players on the Jets, I think Saleh will be like, hey, come here. I already know how to use you. His defense was great with the Jets. Like that was the one thing with Jets when they were with Robert as a head coach. Their offense wasn't great, but they always had a great defense. So I feel like him getting some of those players would be great. But the Dolphins, man, they got some really good pass rushers. If I had to choose just one pass rusher, And to answer that question, who would I choose? I'd lean towards personally the Dolphins because I mean Bradley Chubb, Jaelan Phillips, Matthew Judon, those three guys are better. I would lean towards one of those three guys because we need some impact on the edge because we just lost Bryce Huff for a few weeks. Obviously, no Bosa. So I think you want to get the most out of this trade and the most bang for your buck. I would love Phillips or Chubb.
Yeah, Phillips is really, really good, I think. Chubb's a veteran. He's had some injuries. He's also really good. I mean, it's tough. The Jets guys are a little younger. Will McDonald, I think, is 26. Let me see Jermaine Johnson. Jermaine Johnson is always one of my favorites. Jermaine Johnson has to run well, too. He's also 26. So, the Jets guys are a little younger. Michael Clemens, I think, is 28. They're a little younger for sure, but yeah, I think the Dolphins guys are a little bit more accomplished for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
And Phillips is of all of them, all of the guys on both teams. Phillips is probably the best individual guy if he's really rolling and healthy. But that's kind of a big question with Jaelan Phillips because he's been hurt quite a bit and he's had some serious injuries. In a lot of ways, he's kind of like a Bosa in that he's like dynamic as you can get, but
can he stay on the field? But hey, he would fit right in with the 49ers. They're always fucking hurt, man. He'd fit right in.
No question. Heck, I'd love to grow the deal. Throw Sauce Gardner this way. I take Sauce Gardner.
Yo, woo. You imagine Demo and Sauce? That'd be crazy, dude.
Hey, you want Ayuk and JJ? I'll take Garrett Wilson off your hands.
Yeah, take it. Oh my god. Now you're just getting crazy, Larry.
Now you're getting crazy. Now we're getting crazy.
Too much pig on a pickle, man. That's crazy.
But the trade deadline is coming, and I would, the Niners may or may not do anything, but I think the Jets and the Dolphins are the two teams to probably keep your eye on, especially after this report. But I think it just makes sense. Also, the Jets are clearly going nowhere. The reason I would really want to call the Jets, though, is that Aaron Glenn's in charge. He's the man in charge. And the one thing we learned in Hard Knocks from being around Aaron Glenn with the Lions is he is volatile.
Yeah.
And he is impulsive.
Yeah.
And when you're volatile and you're impulsive, sometimes you make mistakes in the personnel world. And he may just be tired of a guy that might be really good. And who knows? I would be willing to make a call there because Garrett Wilson is special. If he thinks Garrett Wilson's a diva or something like that and get rid of him.
I hope he does. I hope he
does too, because I would absolutely, that would be the deal. If the Niners could find the next dynamic, route running, downfield, awesome receiver, I think he's it. He could be one of the top receivers in the league.
He's very talented. We saw his rookie season. He's great. A lot of players just need the right atmosphere, the right team. Like look at Mac Jones. He's resurrected his career in the right place. It just depends a lot of times with these young players, the coaching personnel, and we want to talk about coaching personnel. 49ers are absolutely amazing. I don't want to hear any slander on Kyle this year because this man's 5-2. And I think Rob Lauder from Niners Nation the other day, he posted all the players that haven't played with the 49ers. This team it's a Super Bowl roster that hasn't played, like Kittle and Warner and Bosa, Pearsall and Purdy. It's crazy. Mustafa, all these players didn't miss. They're 5-2, man. They're first place in the NFC West, 3-0 in the NFC West. So yeah, you get a guy like that, he's gonna make you damn good, man. So I would love it. And now, would we do it? It's probably a pipe dream, Larry.
Yeah.
But you never know. You never know because Aaron Glenn, like you said, that's a wild card. Right now, he's not a good coach.
He's impulsive, man. He's impulsive, and he could decide that, dude, this guy's soft. Get him out of here. He's that kind of a guy. He's a feel guy, and if the feel ain't there, and he wants to get rid of somebody, it could be somebody who's really damn good. And all I'm saying is be there to pick up the pieces and let the teams. You make decisions with emotions. Sometimes you make bad decisions. So I definitely would call the Jets. They
might be doing a fire sale because he's trying to because again, he's starting off bad. This isn't really his team. He's trying to repiece the pieces. I don't think they'll fire him his first year. A lot of coaches start off bad in their first year and then they turn it around, but they got to get rid of players, get draft picks. And next year you'll have a full draft. And he's now into year 2 because Kyle, he started off really poorly with the Niners, right? That first season was terrible. And then he slowly built the team and they turned it around. So you never know, but that might be when you're sitting there at 1-6, you do some crazy things because management's like, listen, This team sucks. Figure it out. Change the damn team. Get rid of these. Do what you can to get some big draft picks. And they might go fire some.
Yeah. I mean, it just teams look at things and just go, hey, you know what? We'll save a few bucks. And the bad teams are always starting over. We're starting over. We're starting over. Yeah, good. Every time you start over, you're really starting from scratch, and you're almost a decade behind these teams like Kansas City, who's had the same head coach and the same quarterback and the same offensive coordinator and the same special team coordinator and the same defensive coordinator. You see what I'm saying? Year after year after year after year after year. Who, by the way, it's mid-October right now. Who's the best team in football? Might be Kansas City.
They're one of the top. Yeah, they're good, man. And they started off a little slow, but they got everything. Now they got all the receivers back, and it's like, geez, here we go again.
Yeah. Bad organizations. Jets, Woody Johnson, bad owner. I don't know why.
They're going to stay bad. Yeah, bad organizations typically stay bad until you look at the Niners. They were bad for a while. They finally got rid of Balky, and they've turned it around. John Lynch turns in, and now they're a good organization. They went from great to bad to good again.
Why do you got to point the finger at good old Trent Baalke? He's a scout. He knows a good football player. He wrote in an envelope once, A.J. Jenkins, no matter what. And then that pick came up, and I said, hey, I'm Trent Baalke, and I'm going to draft A.J. Jenkins. Even though that guy can't play dead,
You know what really pissed me off about Baalke? He always called Harbaugh coach.
You got to talk to coach.
He just unbelievable.
Yeah, coach, Trent, and then he goes and
Baalke.
Gets rid of the guy.
I went to training camp, and I'm looking at his linebackers one year, and I'm like, what? You've got Gerald Hodges and this guy and that guy, and I'm like, and I go, Trent, do you really like? I go, don't you think? Are you guys going to be on in the market for some more linebackers? I mean, these linebackers were terrible.
Yeah,
and he's like, we like our linebackers, Larry. I'm going to tell you right, we like our linebackers.
I looked over at John Lund. He looked at me, and I'm like, this dude's so fired. He is so fired at the end of the year. Sometimes awesome. You just know. Sometimes you just get that feeling.
You just know, dude. Yeah. No, some of those linebackers we had for a minute, like, oh my God, it was bad. Like we went from like greatness to like, what are we doing?
Yeah. What would you say you do here? All right. You mentioned Mac Jones. Mac Jones is playing well. He's 4-1. He's playing really, really well.
Yeah.
He's doing all the right things. He's saying all the right things. He's taking the lead. He's not undercutting Brock in any way, but he's finding a way to lead this team in the midst of playing off the bench on somebody else's team. He's doing an impressive job. I mean, I don't think you can say anything else. And I watched the film again from the Falcon game, and I thought to myself, what are we seeing? Why is this guy having so much success? And Raj, I'll tell you, he really doesn't give the defense a lot of shots at him. The ball is really coming out in rhythm, fast, with accuracy. He can throw from a lot of different platforms. He'll sidearm it. He'll throw around defenders. He's got a little bit more movement ability in the pocket than you think. He really is accurate. He's very, very smart, and he's very, very accurate. Yeah. And the combination is right now looks really good. Yeah. What do you think? What did you see with Jones Sunday night?
Yeah, it was a tough game because the Falcons blitz had very aggressively 40% blitz rate. So I figured he would be under duress, which he was. But I feel like he did make one mistake. He threw the pick, but that really wasn't on him. That was Jennings. I feel alligator armed it. But other than that, the run game was key. George Kittle coming back, but he made some nice timely passes. And overall, I think he did okay. It wasn't his best game of the season. That was probably the worst game, but he still got the win. Drove the team down. He made the passes when he needed them most. And that's what he's been all season. He's able to take this team down to the wire, and in clutch situations, crunch time, he's able to take this team down and put them in position to win. And that's what you want. I think you're right. He's very good at executing Kyle's system. We can see why Kyle wanted him. Gets rid of the ball quick. He makes smart decisions. He gets the ball to CMC. And I mean, there was that fourth quarter drive where they get that second touchdown. The little pass to CMC to set up that final touchdown. I mean, oh my God, what a play. So those types of plays, he's just very, very quick. He's smart. He processes fast. I think Mac has been great. He's exceeded my expectations. And the man got $400,000 for winning his fourth game as a Niner. And now every game Larry. Every game he gets $100,000 if he wins. He is money motivated. This guy's playing. He is dealing, bro. Like, I'm a believer of Mac. I'm gonna apologize to him because back 4 years ago, anti-Mac Jones, anybody but Mac. But Mac Jones, if you're listening, I apologize to you. You are the man. You're a great. He's unbelievable there. Yeah.
He is the best quarterback from the 2021 draft class.
Absolutely.
There's no doubt in my mind. There's no doubt. You say, oh, wait, what about Trevor Lawrence? What about Trevor Lawrence?
Yeah, what about him?
Trevor Lawrence is a circus. Trevor Lawrence is inaccurate. He sees ghosts. He doesn't know. He doesn't have a full account of the defenders. He makes mistakes like rookies. He takes delay of game penalties in the red zone. He is a circus. He's a talented circus, but he's a circus. He's got all kinds of talent around him. You can't make it work with Brian Thomas. You got to be kidding me. He's got one of the best receivers in pro football. Mac Jones processes. The ball comes out on time with accuracy and rhythm. Guy's got some heart. He's really, really smart and accurate. I mean, that's a great place to start. And then you mix in Shanahan's play calling and potentially some premier weapons. That's why I'm geared up for like a Garrett Wilson, because could you imagine? I mean, he's getting it by right now with Bourne. I mean, I like Bourne, but come on.
But he did the same thing in New England. Like, he didn't have a lot of weapons and he had a Pro Bowl season. It's really, Mac's talented. Like, I think the knock was like, he's not going to have a high ceiling. Like, here he is, his roof is here. He's not going to be able to go more. So everybody's like, we know he's not going to improve more. He's not going to get better. But he was a pro-ready quarterback. And looking back, it was like, the guy was already ready to come in and play the game. And, he's a smart guy. He played at Alabama. He played under Nick Saban, man, for Christ's sake. So, guy's good. He's funny. I just love his character. I've said this before many times.
He's loose. He's loose.
He's got a good personality. He's letting it out. I mean, he usually comes in suits. This week, he was chill. Sunday Night Football, bro's got flip-flops, the shorts. I'm like, what happened to the suit back? And then at the end of the game, they asked, he said, you want to race? He goes, well, you're not too fast. You want to race? His press conferences are great. But he always gives credit to Brock. Like, that's my guy. He says all the right things, very PC. I like Mac Jones, man. And that scrambling ability got a little, looked a little Mahomes-ish on some of those runs, man. I was impressed by Mac. So
there's something, the word I would use that's, I'd love to ask him about this word, what he thinks, but there's something really icy about him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's like icy.
He's just calm.
He's calm. He's really, really competitive.
I know.
He's icy. I mean, what a great addition that was. I mean, it's unbelievable. We had shows, and I talked about him, but I mean, and I said a couple times, hey, Raj, this guy's an underrated ad and all that, but whatever. I mean, anybody could have seen that. I'm just saying that this is even better than I thought. I mean, this guy's easily the best quarterback of the 2021 draft.
Way better.
Easily.
Yeah.
And he's got, I mean, we're talking about a guy with size, with youth. They've got him under contract next year for $7 million. Somebody said to me, hey, you could trade him for a second-round pick. I'd rather have him.
I'd rather have him, honestly, but
than a second-round pick.
I said that last week. I said I don't want to trade him. But
I agree.
He's good, man. But
he's good. So how long do you go with him? Here's the question. The ultimate question. How long do you go with him? When do you go back to Brock Purdy? I had an orthopedic surgeon on Niners Nightly tonight, and just talking to him about turf toe and how it progresses and how it, how they test it and how it improves. He made it seem like 6 to 8 weeks off of it is what is prescribed. And if you don't really do it and it doesn't heal fully, then it just could linger and be terrible. And he said when he first heard it, of course he lives in the market. He works in Walnut Creek. Yeah. He's like, oh, that's going to be the kind of injury that's, that's going to be problematic and it's going to linger. And sure enough. So his suggestion is take 6 to 8 weeks and let it fully heal. And that would be my suggestion as well. And that's how I would have done originally. That's what I wanted to see them do. I understand why you wanted to come back. I understand all of it, but, he's your best guy. I get all that, but, it's time to ride with Mac Jones until like December. and let Brock Purdy have a chance to come back and lead the Niners to a Super Bowl. If you play him now, I think there's a chance that he's out for the year in 3 weeks. And you just, where if you let it sit until December, maybe he can come back and maybe it's healed and maybe he can play with it. Maybe he can play well, So that's what I want to see because, man, the quarterback that I'm watching in camp or in practice, and I only get glimpses of it, but it's nothing compared to what he looked like this summer.
Yeah. The mobility. He doesn't
no mobility, no arm strength. He can't drive the ball down the field.
He can't drive because he can't plant on the foot because of the toe. And I said that weeks ago when he had, and I said, when I heard it was turf toe, I was like, oh, that's a bad injury because it can recur. I mean, look at Joe Burrow. His was so bad he had to get surgery. And I was like, man, if they rush him back, he's going to go the Joe Burrow route. I've seen this injury many times, just like the orthopedic surgeon. I've seen it so many times, Larry. It's a very pesky injury, painful. And I said, the initial injury diagnosis was 2 to 5 weeks. I said, stay out for 5 weeks because if you come back too fast, you're going to re-aggravate. He did it. But I mean, I get it. He's getting paid. He wants to prove himself. He's going to get a lot of heat. Yeah. And Mac is playing good. Mac can understand the system. And I feel like he's not going to say it. He feels the pressure. You got to earn your $53 million. But this is the other thing. Brock Purdy's not going to get you a first-round pick. I don't think a team would.
I'm not even worried about that. I'm not even thinking that.
So he needs to play. This is the best opportunity for himself. He knows he has to come back, be healthy, and when he comes back, he has to play at that Brock Purdy level. Right now with that toe, he's not going to be able to do it. He goes out there and gets hurt again, and this O-line has been kind of up and down. If he gets hit on a blind side and he hurts himself, he might be out for the season, and that is not good because we've seen this so many times with the Niners, time and time again. We lost Jimmy, we lost Trey. All these guys get season-ending injuries. And then the next guy comes in and they're like, oh my God, here we go. We just found our guy. So he needs to be very, very careful. Don't come back till you're 110% ready to go.
Yeah.
Mac's winning. He's winning with Jake Tonjes and Kendrick Bourne as his primary guys for a few weeks. Like, we're getting people back. But for a while, he was throwing to nobody.
I'd say to Brock, if I were Shanahan, I'd say, hey, look, bro, you're a made man. You're a made man. You've already played in the ultimate game, the Super Bowl, and you played well enough to win. The Niners didn't win the Super Bowl. It wasn't because of Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy played great. Yeah. So he's proven himself. And so I don't know. I'm not sure what he's worth, to be honest. I don't know. I wouldn't be think about it. If Brock Purdy won that game instead of lost, what was the difference? Some block that was missed by some offensive linemen? If he had won that game, would he be worth 2 number ones? Yeah. So, I mean, what are we really saying? The question is this: how is a quarterback going to handle that moment? And until you're in that moment, nobody knows. But we kind of know he's going to handle it. He's fine. Yeah. He's good. He's a really good quarterback. And so I don't know what he's worth. He's worth whatever somebody's willing to pay for him and how desperate they are. But I'll say this: if he comes back this year and won a Super Bowl, he would be worth.
He would be worth. Yeah, his numbers go up. He knows that. Yeah. But if he comes back and he gets hurt again, he's not
worth. Yeah, he's not worth anything.
And that's the question. I know he's like every athlete. If you're an athlete, you want to come back and show that you're the guy, and especially the franchise. He's supposed to be the leader. Like you said, he took this team to Super Bowl, and he's the franchise quarterback. So of course he has the desire. But if you play this injury the wrong way, he's gonna be cooked for a while, and that's not it. And Mac's doing a good enough job that doesn't need a rush. As long as Mac if he keeps winning right now, then if he goes out the next couple of weeks and he just looks like dog trash, then okay, all right, Brock, you need to get healthy, But that is the beauty of this season with this team. We have 2 really good quarterbacks, and that's a blessing. Like, a lot of teams wish they were in our position. You got Mac Jones. He comes in and he's just executing the system great. And I think too, Mac Jones is playing, very motivated because he's had a bad career, right? He was a first-round pick, and everybody wrote him off. He was a backup. This was his chance to kind of resurrect him, and he's making the most of his opportunity because whether he stays here or not after the next 2 years, he's going to get a starting job somewhere if he continues to play like this and get a lot of money. So he's playing loose, like you said earlier. He's got that calmness, that iciness in him. You can't take him out. You take away the hot hand, and you start losing, the fans are going to get a little rowdy because we do not want to lose games, especially this year. The way it's going, like just keep it rolling the way it is. We're 5-2. I don't know how.
it's weird. To me, it's like Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch are surfing a wave, because how they play their hand at quarterback could end their season or win them the Super Bowl. I mean, it really could. It's as wide open as that right there.
Yeah.
It could, if they rushed Brock back and he has a serious issue with the turf toe and he's done for the year. Now you've lost him for the entire year, and he's your best quarterback.
Nice.
Or if you go, or you could ride with Mac Jones, and Mac Jones could be really, really good and give Brock just all season basically to get right, and just tune him up in December and get him out there for the playoffs, and maybe they win a Super Bowl with Brock Purdy that way.
Maybe. Will he be rusty though?
He'll be rusty, but I mean, if you're as you said, you're 5-2. They got a chance to win all these games. And what if they get to 9-2? What if they all of a sudden have a big record? The more they win, the more time they can afford Brock Purdy, the luxury they have to afford him the time to get right. But just talking to the doctor, I would tell you right now, it's in their best interest to let Mac play. He's playing well. Yeah. They're winning games. Brock needs to heal. He needs time. Mac can give him that time.
Yeah.
I think the best situation would be the 49ers go into December with Brock Purdy now healthy and Mac Jones a proven entity and also healthy. I mean, and that's why this last game was so exciting, because they ran the ball. So if you can continue to run the football, Mac Jones is going to win a lot of games. Let me read you one line from George Kittle. Kittle talked about this today, or I guess the other day. He said, this is about Purdy and his recovery from turf toe. He says, how I understand it, just with turf toe stuff, it's basically if you trigger it at all before it's healed, I think you're back up in the recovery process. My thing is, what I just told Brock is just get to where you feel fantastic and then play football again. We know what Brock can do. We're excited to see Brock Purdy play football. I just don't want to see him come back too soon. And then the same thing happens like when he played against Jacksonville, and then he's out for a couple more weeks, because Brock's a phenomenal football player that is the best orchestrator of this offense that I've ever seen. And what Kyle Shanahan has done, he's just so efficient at it. And so I just want him to be 100% before he tries to take the field again. I think he's aware of that, and I think he's going to do a good job with his recovery, and he'll come back when he feels like he's ready.
I hope so. I hope he gets that. He's right. It's just a very, very tricky injury. You can cause it to go backwards, and then you're just not healing, and you get more inflammation, and it's a pain thing. And like you said, you try to plan on that toe, you try to drive off of it, and you're just not yourself. And Brock's game is, a lot of it is that mobility. He is, a guy that scrambles and he runs and he buys extra time. He's not going to do any of that, and he's going to get hit a lot if he can't do that. So, it is nice to see the run game back, though. That was amazing. George Kittle back. Didn't have a catch, but the offense was so much better with him running the ball. Christian McCaffrey, he silenced all the people that said he's washed, all the people that the narrative, Christian McCaffrey can't run the ball. He went crazy. This man is amazing. He's got all the infinity stones, sacrificing all the players for himself. I don't know how he's staying healthy, but Christian McCaffrey, great. Thank you, George Kittle, for coming back. And Matt Hennessy, Larry, we got a new starting center. Oh my God. He's done miracles on me already in a 1 week. Unbelievable.
You want to say goodbye to Brendel already? You gave it to Hennessy?
Yes, he's done.
He's got a great name.
Hey, you know what, Jake Brendel, I want him to get better. I wish nothing but the best, but take your time. Just like Brock, right? Take your time. Matt Hennessy is good to let him. Just take your time, old man. Just take your time, Brendel.
You know what, Kev? What we got to do, Kev's probably in the background listening. What we got to do, Kev, is we got to come up with a shirt that says a shot of Hennessy is all the Niners needed.
See? You got to come up with these shirts. You're missing opportunities.
We're missing out on gold. I'm T-shirt gold over here, and I don't even know it. I'm so money, and I don't even know it.
Eddie De Niro, you already would have sold 5,000 shirts.
Seriously, Kev, quit the day job. Eddie De Niro, Pinheiro, that's one shirt. And then we got to do something with the return of the Mac or something. We got to do something with the Mac Jones. We got to have a Mac Jones. We got to debut 3 new shirts and start wearing them on the show. We will sell so many shirts between now.
Start pressing, Kev. Quit that other job and start making those shirts, man. I'm
Come on,
telling you.
Kev. You were in a fraternity back in the day. You know how to make T-shirts and make money.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's what we got. That's what we got to do. We got to go with those 3 T-shirts, and that's money. We're doing it. We're doing it. All right. What we're also doing is we're doing Sleeper. Let's do a Sleeper lineup. 49er football on the Krug Show this season, presented by Sleeper, the fastest growing fantasy platform in the world. It's a one-stop shop. You get blazing fast news, real-time stats, group chat, season-long leagues, and of course, Sleeper picks for daily fantasy. You choose between 2 to 8 players, pregame or live. Pick more or less on their stat projections. It's really easy. So if you're new to it, use promo code Larry. You'll get a 100% deposit match up to $100 on your first deposit. The link is right there in the description. Terms and conditions do apply. And thanks to Sleeper for sponsoring the Krug Show. And also, thanks to Sleeper for basically turning into our own personal ATM machine, because we've been killing it, absolutely killing it. All right, Thursday night. Let's go Thursday night. Vikings, Chargers, something's got to give. What do you think, Raj? Who do you want? I like Jordan Addison right now. He's playing well.
Kind of hot, huh?
I'll take that 48.5. More.
Right. That's good.
That's good. There's one right there.
Yeah, okay. Let's take a look at Chargers. I think Ladd McConkey is going to have a good game. Listen, the Chargers, this is crazy. They kind of fell apart with the injuries, and that's what's amazing about the Niners. We have injuries, but still winning. The Chargers, injuries, kind of falling apart. But I like Ladd McConkey to have a big game on this one. He's gonna have to do it.
What do we got for Ladd McConkey? All right, let's see. 55.5. What do you like? 6 receptions gets it done.
Yeah,
or
I think
you can go anytime touchdown, or you can go 56 yards. Which do you like?
Let's do the 5.5 reception. He's one of those guys that's a high volume guy. He usually gets a lot of catches.
Yeah. He's a chain mover, man. He's a chain mover. All right, we got Ladd McConkey. What else we got? How about Dicker the kicker? Do we have him? Is he on the list there? Dicker the kicker is a pretty good kicker, if I may say so.
I mean, he's no Eddie De Niro, but he's not bad.
He's no Eddie De Niro, but Dicker the kicker is pretty damn solid. He's on the Krug Show fantasy team.
I think he just likes saying his name, Larry.
Well, yeah, he's a very good kicker. I'll say that.
Yeah.
He's a very good kicker. Cameron Dicker.
This is what Keenan Allen.
He's given us. He's given me 12, 9, 8, 6, 5, 17. He's had some pretty big games. So, Keenan Allen. I like Keenan Allen. Let's go with Keenan Allen with an anytime touchdown. He's due.
Okay, anytime Keenan. Okay,
let's go there.
Okay, I like that. He's been cooking this year.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, I hate to say it, but that would have been nice to have him.
Yeah.
Kamani Vidal, maybe Kamani Vidal, come on down.
Who?
He's the running back that they're playing for.
Oh, that's right, because all their guys are hurt. Omari and
Hampton, but they're still a running football team. So can I see Vidal's stats? I bet you Vidal's got a pretty low stat number. Yeah, 17.5 receiving.
They run the ball.
Yeah, let me go 50.5 for rushing yards.
Okay.
For Kamani Vidal.
That's all you got. Yeah.
Yeah. There's my Kamani Vidal. All right. So we got Jordan Addison, more than 48.5 receiving yards. Ladd McConkey has to catch 6 balls. Kamani Vidal's got to have 51 yards. And Keenan Allen's got to score a touchdown. I'm a little nervous about the Keenan touchdown, but let's just go with it. I feel pretty good. He's I like the Chargers to win the game.
You think so?
Yeah. Wentz stinks. Have you seen Wentz?
Yeah, he's terrible.
Wentz is no. So there we go. I'm loving Sleeper, and all you guys will as well. I know you do. Big thanks to Sleeper. Remember, use code Larry for 100% deposit match up to $100. Links right in the description. Terms apply. Help support the show, and it gets you rolling on the #1 sports app in the nation. Sleeper. Thank you, Sleeper, for being a proud sponsor of the Krug Show. All right, a couple more things before we bolt for the door. I was looking at the highest graded 49ers. Have you looked at this already?
No, let's see.
Okay,
maybe.
Okay, I'll ask you. Highest graded 49ers.
From the season or?
Falcons. No, against the Falcons.
Oh, Falcons.
On offense. And then we'll go defense.
Offense? I think I did. I forgot who it was. Let me see. Offense?
One's obvious.
Christian McCaffrey.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
49 snaps for CMC, 81.4 grade.
Okay. Yeah.
He had a
He's
good
dog.
He had a good one.
He's a dog.
I don't think you're going to get these next 4, would be my guess.
Okay. Let's see. So we got Chris McCaffrey. I'm going to say Matt Hennessy.
No.
No. Come on now.
Once again, all the Niners needed was a shot of Hennessy.
Yeah, they did. George Kittle?
And no.
Trent Williams?
Who? No. You all right?
Yeah, I'm okay. Jake Tonjes?
No.
Who was it?
This is kind of why I don't want to say I'm out on PFF.
I don't like PFF,
but I'm kind of getting there, man. Listen to the highest rated Niners on offense.
Okay.
Sky Moore.
Okay, I can see that. He had a good like intangible game.
What did he do? He played 3 snaps.
Yeah, every time he was in, he made
okay,
he had a catch. I'm just
Luke Farrell.
Okay.
Jake Brendel.
Oh, come on.
Colton McKivitz, and then Christian McCaffrey. But really, the 3 highest graded guys in their offense were Sky Moore, Luke Farrell, and Jake Brendel.
That's terrible.
Where have you gone, Joe Montana?
Oh my God, Jake Brendel.
Where have you gone, Jerry Rice?
Where did we even play the whole game? What are we doing?
Yo,
come on, man.
Ricky Waters.
Oh my God,
Frank Gore.
I can't.
Sky Moore, Luke Farrell, Jake Brendel.
I could say Sky Moore. I did actually. He wasn't in a lot, but when he was in, he actually did some good things. Like that's all I'm gonna say. But so it's like on a short. It's like a small. He had a small sample size, but his sample size, he probably graded out good on that. So I feel like that's why. But the rest of them, Larry, come on.
What are
we doing? What are
I
we
mean,
doing?
the lowest. The lowest graded Niner list includes a guy that you thought was on the highest graded Niner list.
Oh God!
And they have Tonjes low. They had the lowest guys as DeMarcus Robinson. No, he had a drop. Okay.
Oh God!
But also, I mean, watch the freaking game. To me, one of the worst. When I watched that game over, one of the worst moments of that game was the non-PI call against versus DeMarcus Robinson.
Oh man,
DeMarcus Robinson that was a total PI call. I mean, that should have been.
They missed it, and then Diamond Lenore got called on a bogus DPI. I mean, come on,
right. That's the worst part. Niners were double losers on that.
So heated. I was like, what are we doing here? Because Diamond Lenore had a good game, but everybody gets mad at him. Oh, he's not good because he's getting PIs. The PIs are like bogus, man. They're so bogus.
He's physical. He's going to be physical. And if you're a ref that calls it tight, yeah, you're going to throw the flag.
He's playing the best receivers. You got to be physical with them. I mean, like that's not.
Yeah,
that's
how you do it.
Gardner has made his living being just pure grabbing people. Diamond Lenore is not even as aggressive as Sauce, and he gets called all the time. And they don't throw it to his side. So when they do, he knows it's going to be a big-time matchup. Drake London, whoever the top receiver, they're coming out his way, and he holds him in check. But they get those stupid tic-tac. I can't deal with it. Yeah.
No. Lowest graded Niners on offense, DeMarcus Robinson's, Nick Sakel, Jake Tonjes, Connor Colby, Brian Robinson. How can you give Connor Colby a low grade? He carried CMC for a touchdown.
Hennessy pushed him into the end zone. Come on, man.
And I thought Brian Robinson was the best he's been. If you said to me, hey, what'd you think of Brian Robinson? I thought he looked good. So it's kind of weird. Highest graded defenders do make sense, though. Bryce Huff, Chase Lucas for that incredible play at the end. Sam Aquinu was balling. Oh, my God, Sam Aquinu.
Dude, he was playing good, but Chase Lucas, this guy, it's insane. Did you know that he played more snaps today or on Sunday than his entire career lead up to that? That's great. Like
35.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's more snaps than he's ever played in his whole career?
Yes, it's actually crazy. I think Josh DeBow posted that. I posted that. Let me find the stat. It was actually, I was like, whoa.
That's amazing. I talked to him in the locker room after the game. Great dude.
Look at this. Chase Lucas was drafted in 2022 by the Lions, and he played 31 defensive snaps in 24 career games before Sunday night per Sports Radar. He played 35 defensive snaps for the 49ers. That's absolutely it. And he made those snaps count. Like, that is making the most of your opportunity. It's actually crazy. Unbelievable. He was so good. That PBU was probably the most important play on defense of the game. Unbelievable. He's a dog.
Highest graded defenders: Bryce Huff, Chase Lucas, Sam Aquinu, Tatum Bethune. How good was Bethune? 10 tackles. I guaranteed on KMBR in the pregame that he would have 10 tackles.
Did you?
Yeah. And he had 10,
dude.
exactly 10. But he probably could
I
have
love
more. I'm telling you right now, for those of you who are like, dude had 10 tackles, wow. I'm telling you, man, that's going to be his low water mark.
That's huge for him. But yeah, that was the first game he had to take in the Mike spot for Fred Warner. There's a lot of pressure on his shoulders, and he played amazing. And, you know, I was a little upset because last week everybody was trashing on him. He played terrible. But you got to realize in that moment, Fred Warner goes down, your leader. Mentally, I'm sure the whole team was just like distraught. And I'm sure he was ready for the moment. But you're not 100% ready, like when you have to take over for Fred Warner. And I loved his press conference. He says, you know, he teared up before the game, and he knew he had to do it for Fred. He wore the 48 jersey.
Dude,
Fred comes into the team locker room and like watched film with those guys. Fred Warner is unbelievable. That's a true leader. He was at the game. He had surgery Tuesday, Larry. He's there on his scooter, like hyping him up with his family. Amazing. Like that right there was motivation. But Tatum Bethune deserves so much credit for stepping up. The Mike linebacker spot on this team, it's not easy being a Mike linebacker. And he played outstanding. So shout out to Tatum and Fred Warner. What a leader. Like, this is the best leader of all time. You see that shot at the end of the game where he's in the tunnel? He's like, hype, let's go, man. Let's go. That was amazing.
I'm trying to see if I was going to type in Fred Warner and see if I could find any video from when they showed him up in the box.
Yeah, there's so much.
But let's show this instead. This is really good. Check this out. You're going to love this. If you're a Niner fan, you'll love this.
And then this is it, man. Watch Tatum right here. Bethune, and you watch what they're doing right here. Like, get by these gaps right now. This is beautiful football. Like, he just runs Bijan over. And then this is it, man. Like, just get to Michael Penix. Just get that blood all over him right there.
Wow.
That's some winning football. That's the way you play. That's the way you play football right there. That's an awesome display of defense. Tatum right.
This is we got to watch this again.
Watch it again. Let's see. Watch
look at Bijan just get bowled over.
Bowled over, dude.
This is
Bethune,
awesome.
and you watch what they're doing right here. Like, get by these gaps right now. This is beautiful football. Like, he just runs Bijan over. And then this is it, man. Like, just get to Michael Penix. Just get that blood all over him.
That was amazing. That was
some winning
amazing.
football. That's the way you play. That's the way you play football right there. That's an awesome display of defense.
Wow.
Tatum right here.
That's Highway 7. Mr.
And you watch
Beat on
what
it
they're
to
doing
Highway
right here.
7.
Like, get by these gaps right now. This is beautiful football. Like, he just runs Bijan over.
Oh,
and then,
dude, that is
Hit him up.
that is unfreaking believable.
Warriors cooking 93-81, fourth quarter, 10 minutes to go. Let's go.
I got 98-84.
Oh, 98-84. Okay, you're way ahead.
I mean, I'm way ahead. I'm like, you could probably read your newspaper over from me. I could probably read.
Why is mine so slow?
I'm like the future to you.
Yeah. You're like in Hong Kong time.
I'm like cutting edge over here.
Like, dude. You're ready in the next year.
Way back then.
Oh my God.
All right. Amazing, though. That was an amazing Baldy. But no, I thought it was cool. Were you in the house Sunday night? Or were you watching on TV?
Yeah, I was there.
You were there.
Yeah.
When they showed Fred up in the booth and he had the baby and he's eating popcorn, he's got the foot kicked up and then he sees the camera on him. And then he's like,
yeah, I got that. I got so many good shots from the game.
Dude, that was awesome. The place went crazy, huh?
Yeah, dude.
We're behind like 3.5 inches of like glass. I mean, it's seriously, a bomb could go off and we'd be like, did you hear that? No, I didn't hear it.
Yeah.
We're so far back. But what was that like? Because that was an incredible. You could just see the people coming out of their seat, pumping their fists.
People were like that was the thing. Like, we were watching it and we're sitting there, and I'm like, every time he came up, something big happened. Like, the Niners were like the team. Like, you could feel like his energy like transferred to the team. And so Kittle was like, You saw the press conference. He's like, Fred Warner's sitting there aura farming because he's like taking all these he's like doing all this stuff. It was so loud in there. The offense was like, dude, we got to do a silent count. That is actually crazy. It was so loud. Like when he first came up, because there's all the clips, right, that people got getting the videos. Like I was getting to my seat and I see him come up and I'm just filming. I'm like, oh my God, Fred. Everybody's going, oh my God, Fred's here. Fred's here. Fred's here. And the announcer's like, oh, Fred Warner's in the building. And it was so loud. So like every time they showed him, Larry, it was incredibly loud. It was like, oh my God. Like that's what Kittle said. He's like, we couldn't even hear. He was detrimental to the offense.
I know. Shanahan acted like it was a nuisance.
It
Did you see
really
that?
was.
He was like, yeah, I wish, we didn't hurt our team. I don't forget what he said. He didn't say hurt our team, but he didn't seem super jacked that, that Fred was, making the crowd loud while he was when the Niners were on offense. But
every time they showed him on, but it's because the cameraman was like, oh, here's Fred. And everybody would just go, oh, it's Fred. They didn't even realize. I'm sitting there, my buddy's like, I'm like, dude, they're on offense. They need to quiet down. But the fans were just like, they see Fred Warner and they lost their mind, Larry. They're like, oh my God.
Oh God, it was awesome. It was an awesome moment. And it's just like, you're sitting there and you're like, wow, this guy's got the whole place rocking and he's super fired up. And, it was something else. I got an idea. If the Niners, they lost Bryce Huff. They got the Texans this week. What are you going to do? Raj, literally, I'm serious when I say this. If I had to make a prediction, I would say the 49ers are going to trade for a defensive end like tomorrow.
You think so?
Yeah. I
thought they'd do it today because you need to get that player into practice. Practice starts tomorrow. So I was hoping and praying it would be tomorrow or tonight, maybe tomorrow. I really feel, honestly, they're going to wait till the following week because I think they're going to wait until the midnight hour before the trade deadline. I really think the Niners.
But then they're going to pay more.
I know.
Do you see what I just did there? Do you see?
I know.
You said wait till the midnight hour, and I said more. Little Billy Idol. That was Billy Idol reference.
That was a good Billy Idol reference. That was good.
Thank you.
Now
I'll be here all night.
Midnight hour, I want more. Now it's
yes. In the midnight hour.
Yeah, to the midnight hour. Now, what I think they're going to do is I really think that they're going to sit here and say, let's just see how we can play with this team. Like they are 5-2 with this depleted roster. So might as well see what the hell you can do next week. Now, I know we all want an edge rusher. I think they're just going to say, okay, we got Sam O, we got Travis Gibson, we got William Bradley King, we got all these guys. Let's see if someone can be the next man up. Like that's their mentality, and it's worked so far. But I do think they're going to wait until the following week. I don't know why. I just have this gut feeling that they're going to wait, Larry. I don't know.
This is what I see. And I when I see an image, sometimes I file it away, right? And, and I'm big on that. An image of a player that can really play, or an image of a player doing something that I don't normally see him doing. I'm going to show you a highlight, and this is what I envision as the Niners' secret weapon against C.J. Stroud. Right here. Watch this play. Tell me that you can't do this against C.J. Stroud.
Okay.
Niners bring a blitz. So Nick Martin, the third-round pick out of Oklahoma State. He was a tackling machine.
Blitz.
So they're going to blitz.
Get Nick Martin, put him on the field, and send him at the quarterback. Houston's offensive line is S. I just watched him. This guy is so fast, so athletic. If you go look at his numbers from Oak State, what is the portion of his stat line that makes you go, whoa, it's the sack totals. This guy is a quarterback pass rusher. He's like a Bobby Wagner. He can attack from inside. He's super fast. When he sees it, he goes and detonates. He's too athletic, too fast, too explosive, too dangerous to not play. No more not up Nick, and no more not using Nick. You need to throw your best athletes at the quarterback. I mean, they don't have Huff. They got to be creative. And to me, that's how I'd be creative. I'd put him on the field design something that looks like, like a 3-man rush, and then just delay blitz him through whatever gaps open at CJ Stroud. I want to see Nick Martin.
I like it. Yeah, I think a lot of us do, because he finally got activated and they played him on special teams. It's like, okay, you got Bryce Huff injured, so what are you going to do? You need some speed, because that right there, Bryce Huff, the loss of him is crazy, because he was so fast. His get off was insane. So you need to get some speed to replace the speed. I like it. I mean, obviously he can't play every down, but you go in there, rotate it a few plays. We need something, because Robert Beal he hasn't showed me anything. We need some speed. If you can get to CJ Stroud and rattle him, it's over. Shake, rattle, and roll that boy. It's done. And that Texans offensive line, Larry, oh my God. It's like they got 5 Jake Brendels on that line. It's bad.
Yep. It's bad. It's time to feast. It's time to feast. A couple last thoughts and then we'll bolt. And we should tell everybody that, when we're getting into a couple last thoughts before we bolt time, that check out the Krug Show store. We should check out the Krug Show store. We're about to go to the Starred Chats, but I want to ask Raj a couple last thoughts before we get to the Habbas Law Starred Chat portion of our show.
Yeah.
It was really underrated when I watched the film again. Alfred Collins. Dude, Alfred Collins is getting better, Raj. He had 3 pressures in this game. Alfred Collins is a player, man. He's getting better and better and better. That CJ West, Mikael Williams. Mikael Williams looked really good at the beginning of this game. There's been people really ragging Mikael recently. I've now bought into Mikael. I see the foundation there. But I'll say this. I know there's gonna be people who I didn't like him, didn't in the draft, but I do like him now because I see how effective he can be. But he's always going to be the guy that people are going to point to as a bust, because he's not a big tackle maker and he's not a big sack guy. He's more of a, he's going to be very effective on a really deep, talented line, and he's going to win a Super Bowl ring. But I don't know that he's going to be an all-pro guy, because he's not going to sack the quarterback. If he is, he's going to have to be an all-pro interior rusher.
I think so. He's not a good edge rusher. Well, I wouldn't say he's not good, but he's very undeveloped. And that was the thing. He's a raw edge rusher, but he's great interior. Like, he gets double teamed at a very high rate. I don't know if the stat still holds, but he was at one point the second most double team defensive lineman next to Myles Garrett. That's actually crazy. So he gets double teamed a lot, but his presence in run defense in edge set, he's really good at stopping the run. He's always in the backfield. Like, if you watch those clips, if you watch the film, he's always one of the guys in the backfield. When there's stuff in plays, he's there. So he's great at doing that. So that's nothing that's going to get him to be an all-pro. Like, that stuff is beyond the box score, but he's not going to give you sack numbers.
Well, and not outside, but inside he could. I think he could be a very dangerous sack master inside. I just don't think he's going to be a sack master outside.
On the outside. No, I agree. And he's one of those guys. He takes up a lot of space, and that's what you do. And just the Alfred Collins too. Those two guys are big space eaters. They're just taking up a lot of real estate out there, and I love them. Alfred Collins, man, for someone that missed the whole training camp, missed all that time in the offseason mini camp, this guy's coming up to speed. He got the fumble recovery. He's got the pressures every week. He made the big punch play on Kyron Williams. Mama said, knock you out. Like, this guy has been fantastic. Alfred Collins, they hit on that pick. Holy crap.
He is a ball player. He's going to be something special. Some loose ends from this early week for you hardcore Niner people. The Niners re-signed Stone Blanton. He's back to the practice squad. I've always been a big Stone Blanton fan. Watch him. He reminds me of Tatum Bethune. He's the
new Chris Borland.
In that he shows up at the football, lots and lots and lots and lots of tackles, and his body needs to be redone a little bit. He needs a little bit more explosiveness. He needs to work on it. But if he does, watch out. Next summer, Stone Blanton. The Niners released Messiah Swinson, the tight end, from the practice squad. That happened today. They re-signed Braden Willis to the practice squad. Also, two guys of note I want to get your thoughts on, Raj. Atlanta released Ray McCloud. You want Ray back. And Tennessee released Tyler Lockett. And he asked for his release. He said, hey, I want to go somewhere else. You guys aren't going anywhere. CBS listed the Niners as one of 5 teams that would be viable landing spots for Tyler Lockett. Do you like Ray? Do you like Lockett? Or do you want to pass?
Yeah, I would take Tyler Lockett. I mean, he's a good veteran. I mean, obviously he wouldn't be what he was a couple years ago, but we need receivers. We need depth. Take him. I'm fine. Ray McCloud in the big 2025, Larry. This man got sent home, packed his bags. He was talking trash on the weekend to Diamond Lenore and the Niners, and then he got released today. That serves him right. This man was literally saying that 5-1 Mooney and or Darnell Mooney and Drake Leonard are going to take care of my business for me. He was basically saying, taking a shot, we're going to take care of him. And Diamond Lenore called him a little princess. He showed a picture of him getting his hair braided, and he made him eat his words because he stuffed both of the. Lenore locked their receivers down. Ray McCloud, stop it, man. We had him a couple years ago. I do not want Ray McCloud on this team. Clown activity. This man he was talking trash. He was not even active for the game. Larry, he wasn't even active for the game, and he's talking trash to the Niners. Get him out of here. I do not need Ray McCloud on this team. Ray is cray.
I asked Ray. I said, Ray, what's your pregame routine? He's like, man, I like to go out on the field, and then I go back to my locker. I like to listen to my song before I go out on the field. I go, what's your song? And he has a big smile on his face. He's like, 50 Cent, high all the time. So that was like, all right, sounds good. Anyway, Ray McCloud, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's go to the starred chats. I like Tyler Lockett as well, though. He can catch. MSQ, and we should tell you before we get to the starred chats that our starred chats tonight are brought to you by Habbas Law, our good friends at Habbas Law. They will fight to make it right. We love Habbas Law. 1-800-INJURED is their number. They will fight to make it right. You know, I've told the story a few times, but my late father was an attorney. My brother is an attorney. He's actually a judge now, but he is an attorney before he was a judge. And my dad always used to say to me, hey, you know, the difference between success and failure in life is having the right attorney. And he meant it. So there's no doubt in my mind, Habbas Law, they're the right attorneys. Today's show is sponsored by Habbas Law. For more than 40 years, the Habbas team, Omar Habbas and his son Tarek, have been standing up for people right here in the Bay Area. They're fierce, relentless attorneys. They don't back down until justice is done. When you're injured, insurance companies try to dodge. They don't let them dodge. They know the playbook because they've been battling and winning against insurance companies for decades. They're official partners of Bay Area institutions like the San Francisco Giants, the San Jose Sharks, and more. And they don't just advertise. They are right there aligned in their community with the Bay Area residents. So if you need someone in your corner, call the firm. Insurance companies hope you never call, and that's Habbas Law. They will fight to make it right. Visit their website, habbaslaw.com, HABBAS law.com, or 1-800-INJURED. Once again, Habbas Law, proud to have Habbas Law as a sponsor of the Krug Show. All right, let's go to the comments, the super chats, and see what people have to say tonight. All right, here we go. MSQ, who is the bigger offseason acquisition, Mac Jones or Robert Saleh?
Oh, man.
Look at MSQ, just absolutely.
Oh, that's a good
What do you
question.
think, Raj?
Honestly, you could go either way. I'm going to say, that's tough, man. I'm going to say Robert Saleh because you lost Fred Warner and Nick Bosa and all these players, and he's got this defense like making timely plays. Like every week there's a big timely play to win the game. But, man, that's close. Mac, I'm going to say Robert Saleh was the biggest move because that defense was so bad last year that Robert Saleh has fixed it with minimal all these injuries. Yeah.
It's McCorkle. They're 4-1 under McCorkle. It's got to be McCorkle.
Okay. I can't argue with it.
We're not going to argue. PWS, should the Niners put Brock Purdy on the IR or not? Or he said or no, but I think he meant or not. What do you think?
I think so. Simple answer, yes. Let him heal.
Raj, I don't know the exact rule on this. Is it retroactive to when he last played? Like if he hadn't played for 2 weeks and you put him on the IR and it's a 4-week minimum, does he already get the 2 weeks because he hasn't played, or is it
no? It's 4 weeks from when you're placed on the injured reserve. It sucks, but if he keeps pushing and rushing and he comes back early, he's gonna end up on the IR anyways. Just give him 4 weeks, let him recover. Mac Jones holding it down. Come on, man.
You want to go with Martinez? You want to go get somebody else?
Martinez is fine, bro. He's a UFL legend. I'm good with him.
All right. We got that one. We got this one. MSQ, thoughts on Tony Vitello's situation and Toronto versus the Dodgers. First of all, the Dodgers have lost one playoff game.
Okay.
God, I hate the Dodgers.
I hate them, but Shohei Ohtani, that was the greatest baseball performance of all time. This man hit 3 home runs. He pitched 6 scoreless innings and threw 10 Ks.
Babe Ruth texted him and said, "Hey, good game." I mean, what the hell? What the heck's that? This guy's unbelievable. He's the greatest player of all time. Not only that, they got Yamamoto. They own Japan for the foreseeable future. What do you think? The games are all on TV in Japan. What do you think a young 15-year-old boy in Japan who loves baseball is doing? He's watching Yamamoto and Ohtani on his laptop or whatever, or on his TV, and he's dreaming of playing for the Dodgers.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, they've commandeered the entire country now.
He's unbelievable. I hate the Dodgers.
Go Toronto.
But
the entire country of America is rooting for a Canadian franchise.
Toronto, it's been 30-something years since they went to the World Series.
93, right?
To my Braves, baby.
93. Well, wait, no, 93 they won.
They won, yeah.
They won back-to-back. They won back-to-back in 92 and 93.
Right.
Was that that's their last time they won?
Did they go?
Have they gone since 93?
No, it's been since 30.
Since 93.
And now they got that dude Vlad. Did you see the picture when he was a little kid and he had he was like a little cute little kid, and now he's at that. I love that picture, man.
Dude, he's awesome.
He's a good player. He's fucking fantastic, man.
Toronto's great.
Yeah.
They got a guy named Berriger, who's a great hitter. They just got I saw them at the end of the coming out of the All-Star break against the Giants, and they just whomped up on the Giants. Dude. And I'm like, ooh.
Have you ever been to Toronto before?
Yeah.
Have you ever been to that stadium? Oh man,
no, I've never been to Skydome.
It's beautiful, man. I went there.
What's it called? Is it Skydome? No, Rogers
Toronto?
Center.
Rogers Center. Yeah,
Rogers Center. It used to be called Skydome.
It used to be Skydome. I remember when
it was a hotel.
Yeah. I used to go visit my sister in Washington. So we used to always go to Canada. And one year, I was like, let's just go to Toronto. We went up to Toronto. Oh, that place was beautiful.
Yeah, Toronto's nice. Toronto's really nice. Beautiful city. Tony Vitello situation. What's the situation? From all I can tell is the Giants floated the idea of this. And it either means one of two things. The Giants were iffy and dipping their toe in the water, seeing what kind of reaction they would get, or they're being leveraged by Vitello for more money to stay at Tennessee. And at the end of the day, if I had everything I wanted in Tennessee with a baseball program making millions, why the heck do I want to throw that all away to come lose to the Dodgers? I don't know. I don't know. And I don't love the idea from the Giants' perspective. I want a manager that can speak Spanish. Your best players are all Spanish-speaking players. I mean, you've got to be able to communicate with Devers. You got to be able to communicate with Ramos, with Matos, with some of the greatest players you have in your in baseball or Spanish-speaking. I'd like a bilingual manager. Yadi Molina would be my choice. I know the Cardinals probably want him, and they probably barred the Giants from hiring him, or would try. They would try to block it, I'm sure, but. That's the kind of guy I'd like, Yadi Molina, somebody who's got the respect of the players and is a catcher, smart, tough, leader. That's what I would like. Do you like Vitello? Are you a Vitello guy? You're not even a baseball guy, really, right?
Not much of it. I watched like I said, I've been watching the playoffs, and it's fantastic. But once baseball starts next year, we won't watch it until the playoffs are the best. I love watching these playoffs.
Slice and dice killer just drops a 20 spot in there. Look at that.
Wow.
Slice and dice. When you go for the 20, you get the orange. The orange is cool. I always like the orange. And he comes back with this one. He says, Larry, Screwed up the super chat message, but wife and I drove from Reno to Pig and a Pickle in Emeryville. It was incredible. Thanks for providing us with great entertainment. Oh, man, that is so cool. But no,
Steph Curry's the greatest basketball player. Oh, my God.
117, 109?
What a play. Steph is going crazy, dude. Oh, my God.
Let's see it.
Luka's been lights out, but Steph, man.
Oh, deep three.
Oh, my God.
Ooh, and he's singing to the fans.
Low. Hit him with that. Oh, my God. Look at that. Look at how far he.
Dude, he's so amazing.
He's so good, baby.
21 for Curry tonight, including looks like 7.
Every time I see Jimmy, he's just clutch, ice in the vein. Dude, this team is unbelievable. Jimmy Butler and Steph Curry. Oh, man.
Beating the Lakers in the Lakers' house.
Yeah. Stupid LeBron didn't want to show up for this one. He goes, so
why, he's hurt? He's hurt, right?
He's got sciatica.
Sciatica? Retire. If you have sciatica, it's over. I mean, come on. That's something like you or I would get. Sciatica. Come on, LeBron. Then you played too long at that point. But unbelievable. Slice and dice killer. He didn't drive all the way from Reno to Emeryville just for Pig and a Pickle, did he? No. But slice and dice killer, awesome. And I'm glad you enjoyed Pig and a Pickle. And thank you to Damon and Mary, the owners of Pig and a Pickle, for being great sponsors of the Krug Show, title sponsors of the Krug Show, the Pig and a Pickle Krug Show. PWS, is that a Hennessy on the 49ers? LOL. NIC. See, he's going with the Hennessy. So with the T-shirt. Maybe PWS, maybe tilting one back tonight. Stefan says, if you could add any 2 players or coaches to this team at no cost, who do you choose?
Oh.
Any 2 players or coaches?
Any 2 players or coaches?
Oh, well, I would definitely add players.
I wouldn't add any coaches. We're good.
I would take, Lou and Arumo. No. If I could add any 2 players, who would I add? Who are the most dominating players that I like right now? If I could add 2 players, I would probably add Quentin Nelson, the guard from Indianapolis, who's like the most dominant guard in football.
Yeah, he's amazing.
He's just an awesome player.
Wow.
And who is just absolutely going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs right now? Who's just spectacular on defense right now?
I was just thinking who's defensive. I mean, I'd probably get Myles Garrett.
Yeah, Myles Garrett. That's not bad.
Dude, Myles Garrett on Myles Garrett or like PS2, like a true lockdown corner. And then like a Tristan Wirfs. I'd get like a Tristan Wirfs.
I know I'd get. The most important position in football is slot corner. And if I could add 2 players right now, I would add Trent McDuffie from Kansas City.
Okay.
Kansas City's slot corner is just freaking unbelievable, man. He is unbelievable. So I would definitely add him. There's always, you could always come up with a bunch of guys, but that's the one. You added a guy like Trent McDuffie. He can play inside, he can play outside. He's great against the run, great against the pass. He just shuts everything down. All right. Let's see. I think that's the last one. No. We got this one from Claudaddy Arcades. Lucas referencing Saleh having the D prepped for the play that resulted in a PBU and a near pick 6 speaks volumes. Hard not to root for this squad. Yeah. Check out Claudaddy Arcades, by the way, who sent us to the Big Easy. That's right. We were in New Orleans. Courtesy of Claudaddy Arcades, who's a great follow on Instagram at Claw_Daddy_Arcades to find an arcade location near you. He's got one open in Emory, got one open in Visalia. He's got one open in the South Bay. You're gonna love Claudaddy Arcades. So check him out. And he's a great follow on Instagram at Claw_Daddy_Arcades. So thanks to Claudetti Arcades for being a proud sponsor of the Krug Show. We loved our time in New Orleans. And check them out in Capitola Mall. Check them out inside Visalia Mall. And Claudetti Arcades, a friend of the show.
Tell him that Krug sent you.
Tell him that Krug sent you. Just walk right in there and say, "Where's Claudetti Arcades?" PWS. Bethune is better than Winters. Or is that what he says?
That's what it says.
Bethune is greater than Winters, question mark. They're different.
Can be.
They're different.
Winters
has got a little bit more speed, and he's a great coverage player. Bethune is a bigger hitter for sure.
But lately, Winters' coverage hasn't been good.
Winters, I think, also falls off some tackles, where Bethune is a difference-making, starching kind of a tackler. I mean, you saw that hit. It was Mustafa. The Mustafa hit on Algier.
Mm-hmm.
And then Algier folded, and then the trainer came out.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Dude, I was talking to Mustafa in the locker room. I'm like, dude, that was quite the hit.
He's a beast, dude. Mustafa's so nasty. He's so nasty.
He's a great guy, too. He's a terrific guy.
Dude.
Really, really good dude. We got this one. Slice and dice. Larry screwed up the last super chat. My wife and I also drove from Reno last weekend to have pig and a pickle. Delicious. Thanks for the entertainment. Like you threw an extra 5 after that. We got the first one, but hey, man, thank you. And I'm glad you did. I'm glad you guys had a great time. JC Mania, every time Raj leaves the stream equals breaking news, LOL.
Oh, yeah. Usually when I go live and then I end the live, we get like news. Like it's crazy. Whenever, like when I was streaming more often, I'd be like, all right, we'll be right back. And we would literally be right back.
Claudetti Arcades, how you feeling about watching Monangi, Krosky Merritt, and Tez turning into impactful 7th rounders? At least we got to witness the greatness of Bergen. Oh, I know. I mean, God, don't even get me going. I was huge on Kyle Monangi early in the draft process. I mean, early. Like, I really, really liked him well before the season ended. And then the Tez thing, I thought he was a steal as well because he obviously was so fast. I mean, if you watch the practices at the Senior Bowl, nobody could stay with him at the Senior Bowl. And then he ran some pedestrian 40 time and fell to the 7th round. It's like, dude, did you guys not all go to the Senior Bowl and watch this guy toast the best corners in this year's draft class in a college football all-star game? What do you need the 40 for? You saw the way the guy played, but everybody doubted him. He's small. He's slow. Now Tez has scored touchdowns back-to-back weeks. Claudetti Arcades is all over it. PWS, is the Huff trade this generation's Haley trade? Well, I brought this up today, and it just, to me, Raj, there's only one thing that you can say about Bryce Huff. The reason the Niners have him is just pure arrogance on the part of Howie Roseman. And it was the Niners were arrogant when they traded Haley to the Cowboys. It's like, we're on top. They're just an up-and-comer. They're not real. Here, have Charles Haley. Howie Roseman's looking at the Niners going, they're not a threat to us. They're this or that. We're on top of the football world. Here, have Bryce Huff. You don't give a team that could take you out of the Super Bowl, take you out of the playoffs, an edge rusher like Bryce Huff. And that's what he did. It was arrogant. It was like, we're so much better than you. We don't need this guy. If you're smart and you're really shrewd, you send that guy somewhere else. You don't send him to the Niners. Come on, man. That
was so dumb of him because that's a big rival. And the Niners needed this guy. Like,
what? What was the pick? Fourth
round pick. Now, and the thing about it, the trade, the move to get to the Niners is crazy because, again, it's a big rival. Why would you give your rival a guy that still has talent? And when he played with Robert Saleh, that was the best he ever did. And I feel like they just didn't know how to use this guy. I know he had injuries, this and that, but they just didn't know how to use him right. And Robert's like, fuck it, I'll take him. And he has really unlocked his potential like he did with the Jets. And he's a great player. I cannot believe the Eagles gave up on him. They could surely use him. They had to get a guy out of retirement, Brandon Graham, back today because their D-line's struggling. I'm so happy we got Bryce Huff. I wouldn't say it's Haley, but I mean, I know what you're saying. They got him for next to nothing, and this guy has been amazing for us. I'm so mad that he got injured, like on the last few plays. A hamstring injury is tough, especially for a speed rusher. So hopefully when he comes back, he's okay. But that's tough. A hamstring injury is tough for anybody, but for speed rushers, that is really tough.
Yeah, I mean it is. It is really tough. We got that one from PWS. Wait a second. Did I miss a couple here? Oh, that's right there. Okay, here we go. We got this one from Titus Moeller. Larry, given your knowledge of lawyers in your family, what, in your informed opinion, is the best, most accurate TV legal drama? I don't watch those. I don't watch the TV legal drama. I'm sorry. I wish I could give you an answer. I would give Raj. Do you have a favorite TV legal drama?
No, I can't say I do. I don't know. TV drama, like legal drama. I can't say I do.
I can't say I do either. I'm sorry, Titus. I hate to. I would give you back your $4.99 because I just feel like I always give you an answer, but I can't give you one because I really don't watch it. I don't watch that stuff. I watch sports. I watch news. I watch documentaries. I watch more sports, and then I watch college football.
Same.
That's what I watch. I watch a lot of college football. Why? Because I have people that I consult with around the league on personnel in the draft season. And so I got to know what I'm talking about. So I got to watch, and then they know I watch. So then they'll call me. Boxing fan ×4 said, who's a player or players in next year's draft that screams out Niner to you? Well, that's a good question. I'll give you a couple that I just really love. I mean, just watching the Niners, I'm not saying the Niners need to go for these guys, but they scream out Niner to me. Penn State has an edge rusher named Danny Dennis Sutton, and he's 6'5", 270, and he's fast. He's really electric. He's really an athletic guy. But he's electric at 270, and he's on a bad team this year. So the numbers aren't great. Right. And he's starting to look bad because he's on this team. His numbers aren't great. They're not winning games at the end. When you win at the end, it's like a running back on a winning team is going to have big stats. A running back on a losing team is going to be abandoned at the end of the second quarter or third quarter. Pass rushers on great teams or teams that are successful pile up all kinds of sacks. Pass rushers on teams that are getting beat, like Penn State has been getting beat, are usually understated. He's got 24 tackles and 2 sacks. So Danny Dennis Sutton, I really like. Harold Perkins, the linebacker from LSU, flies. I mean, just love Harold Perkins. He's a great coverage linebacker. He's an unbelievable mover. Caleb Lomu, the tackle from Utah, is a really great, tenacious blocker, and I think he's a good fit for the Niners. Anthony Hill Jr., the linebacker from Texas, just absolutely flies all over the place and makes great plays. Yeah, those are the guys. KC Concepcion from A&M, really good receiver. A&M's underrated. I love A&M's quarterback. I don't think he's coming out this year, but I think he's going to be really good. So those are the guys that stand out. I mean, there's going to be, I'll get more into it in the draft season. A lot of the Indiana guys really look good to me. Jalen Kilgore from South Carolina and Nick Harbor from South Carolina. Harbor is just a jumbo receiver. He's probably more of a tight end at the next level, but he's 6'5", 235 and really fast. And then Jalen Kilgore is an athletic safety who, if I were the Niners, I would consider drafting him at the end of the first round. He is really, really explosive, athletic, and talented. So there you go. As far as Stefan, he says thoughts on LSU corner Hugh.
Don't read it.
Hugh. Yeah. Thank you, Stefan.
Don't read it.
Not gonna fall for the banana in the tailpipe.
Not this time. Yeah, I thought that was Kid Trickster.
So seriously, Kid Trickster and Stefan there trying to get me. You look at you. You almost got me.
Almost got you. I shouldn't. If I didn't save you,
if you didn't say anything, I would have said it. Unbelievable. Incredible show. We got to the Raheem Morris thing, didn't we? Did I read you the Raheem Morris quote?
What was the quote again? It's been a long hour.
Oh, because I said Raheem Morris. I saw this today. I got to get your thoughts on this. He said, I've coached many great teams, but from what I witnessed, what I saw from the 49ers was truly different. Even without their stars, they fought with all their heart, unity, and belief. That is the championship DNA of a Super Bowl team.
Wow. Raheem Morris?
Raheem Morris from last week.
I love you, man. I love you. You're a great guy. Thank you, Raheem. Thank you for that.
Raheem Morris, You're the man. Raj, have a great night.
Yeah, never met a man I've been scared.